What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Shay Renee, and today we are back to talk about Bell Collective Season 3, Episode 12, and Child Bell's Brunches and Baby. And can I tell you something? We got to stop with these dumb brunches, okay? We're gonna get into it. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think about the brunches, and with the brunches, she can shove it up her. Let's get into it, shall we?
Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Do us. So we are coming here with a force. Yes, blessings we are reaping with coursing on.
So, y'all, this whole episode, we got Latrice, everybody coming down on her, basically hating on her. We got Letitia peddling these not gonna teach nobody nothing brunches. Let me say this. I don't want to see another brunch for empowerment. Let's get a brunch for education, okay? People come together and think that this is just a money grab for Letitia. That's what I think it is, honestly. I'm going to just go ahead and keep it a buck. These dumb brunches are a money grab. It has always been notoriously the mean girl way of getting a bunch of women in a room and talking about all of their accomplishments and, saying, oh, this is what I'm doing. You need to get like me, but not telling nobody how you do it. That's not helping nobody. Unless you're going to tell people how to start a business, how to get the loans, how to do all of this, that, and the third, how to actually successfully make stuff work, how you literally built your business, not sitting up here talking about just keep pushing. You can do it because I did. Yeah, because I'm sitting up here with a bunch of amazing women that are doing great things. Everybody say, Shiro. That's dead and gone. Don't nobody care about that. Don't nobody want to hear none of that. How, who, what, why, and how did you get your money? That's what I want to know. Now that I will go and buy some eggs and get some chicken and waffles and have a brunch with you. Okay. And mind you, Letitia, how do you make your money? Because I know it ain't just these brunches. You got a whole office where you sitting in here doing what? What is your business? That's what I want to know. Because if it's just these brunches, okay, cool. But your husband, apparently you ain't making that much damn money because your husband's still working below deck. I don't know what's going on. He gone for weeks at a time, a month or so at a time, doing Lord knows what. Hope you over here hoping and praying that he don't come back and he has somebody daggone pregnant. Girl, what are you doing? Child, moving on. So the episode starts off where Letitia tells Latrice about the girls basically worried about her. Everybody's kind of been talking about her and Cliff because they see that Cliff has been very disrespectful to Latrice in public. And they're all just wondering, if he's this disrespectful in public, what in the world is he doing behind the scenes? Is he going upside her head? What is he doing? And so Latrice is like, listen, Cliff understands what my importance is in the community. I'm doing this. I'm running my business. I'm very successful. And sometimes he can get a little jealous of that. Do we have problems like everybody else? Sure, absolutely. But it's nothing that you really need to be worried about. Now, here's my thing with Letitia and this whole Latrice situation. I get it as her friend. Yes, I want my friends to be concerned about me. I want my friends to be there for me. And heck, if you see something, say something. You know what I mean? But at the same time, Letitia, you need to go ahead and clean up on your own porch, you see, because you sitting over here worrying about what Cliff is doing to Latrice. You also need to be worried about what your husband is over here doing to you. Okay? Because Glenn is definitely out here doing him and putting tracking devices on your car to make sure you don't find him doing him. Okay. So I done said this several times. Maybe y'all need to go sit on the couch and talk to somebody together, you and Latrice, with a therapist, because at the end of the day, Latrice, you only thing that you need from Latrice right now, you don't need her business. You need some of her edge control, because the way your wig's been looking, Letitia, in some of these videos, you needed to get that daggone edge tamer from Latrice a long time ago. That's the only support that you can provide for her, is buying her gel, because she's actually going to be supporting you too. Okay, because you need it. Moving on. Okay. Um, Latrice basically explains that she tries her best to make Cliff still feel like a man. She has to reassure him all the time. And she feels like Letitia overall is a great friend, because she's always reaching out and trying to make sure that she's good. First of all, let me tell you something, Latrice. Letitia is not your friend. She's not your friend, sis. Because the way that we're going to talk about this when we get to the little fake brunch of it all. The way that her and Marie at the end of this episode try to make it seem like Latrice is some alcoholic. I'm gonna play y'all a clip of what Latrice really said in that scene. You know, Carlos King and whoever his producer is, they got it out for Latrice this season. It must just be her turn to look like the bad lady, because they try to make it seem like she was talking down on people that work 9 to 5s and so on and so forth. No, she wasn't. What she said actually made sense, but they didn't play her whole speech. But I'm going to play it for y'all when we get to that part. So y'all just hold tight, okay? But Letitia is not your friend. She's not your friend. And while she's sitting up here trying to make it seem like she's trying to teach you how to public speak, she's trying to put you on and make you better. Girl, you got more money than her, Latrice. What can Letitia teach you to do? Dumber and Dumber don't work together. I don't get it. But moving on. Letitia jokes that Cliff should only be after they both admit, Letitia says, okay, well, if you're good, I'm good. I'm just wanting to check on you and make sure you're good. So Tisha jokes that Cliff should only be in society for 2 hours a day. Girl, how many hours should Glenn be in society? And hopefully he don't stick his peen in nobody in the time that he's out on the loose. Okay, moving on. So Gucci pulls the girls to the side after that, her stepdaughters to the side, and thanks them for coming to the event. Girl, Gucci was over there stuttering Stanley. She is so nervous around them girls because she's trifling, and they know that she's trifling. Why Baby D, your daughter, wasn't there? Because Gucci, for the rest of this episode, seemed to bring little Baby D everywhere so that she could be her protector. Okay? You ain't bring her to this event because you're fake and you're phony. That's what this is all about. Gucci is something else. Like, I don't like her. I'm really feeling like she's trying to make this fake beef with Latrice. Akeisha don't really have nothing going on. And her blood pressure, baby girl, we saw your plates. That's why your blood pressure is high. Problem solved. Stop eating all that swine. Because lips that touch swine won't touch mine. Okay? You sitting here eating all this crap. You're not working out. You're not doing anything but sitting on the couch eating and talking crap with women. That's not, that's where high blood pressure comes from. You're not moving your body, period. And you're eating trash. Akeisha has nothing going on, so she's talking about her high blood pressure. Gucci starting stuff with Latrice. And Tambra and her high-pitched voice. She don't got nothing going on either. The only people really holding this show together is Letitia, Latrice, and Marie and her fake beefs with everybody. I don't get it. But moving on, Gucci thanks the girls for coming, and despite their differences, congratulates one of them on their graduation. Thanks everybody else for coming. Moving on. Tisha goes on Tamra's radio show, and Tamra says she's trying to still be the bigger person despite what Letitia has done with meeting her ex. Let me say something about that. Tambra, you are a bigger person than me. There is no way that this ragged heifer here would be on my radio station, that y'all act like, ain't really that big of a deal that I'm a talk show host, right? You coming on my show and promoting your little ragged ass brunches. But you go and dip in my past and go and talk to one of my exes that was abusive, right? You go and meet with him trying to dig up God knows what. What was y'all point of doing that? That's what I want to know. And Letitia, I am so sick and tired of you being Marie's lapdog. You sit up there and let's not forget, you were the ringleader of all of that stuff with Tambra and Miss X. You the one that digged up all that information and pretty much used Marie as the person to be your bulldog, with a dog with a bone, trying to drum up a story for both of y'all and go against Tambra. So now you want to act like, well, yes, I did bring it up in the beginning. I really didn't want to go, but Marie made me. Girl, you are a grown woman. Don't nobody make you do nothing that you don't want to do. As soon as Marie had came at me with some, hey, I'm going to go sit down with one of Tambra's exes. For what? Why am I going and sitting at dinner with somebody else's ex-dude? Unless I'm absolutely up to no good. And what information were you looking for on this lady from this man? You just wanted to bring something back to the show so you can talk trash about her? And how is that going to elevate your image by talking trash about Tambra? I'm going to need these reality TV people to really find something to talk about and really have a life that's real that people want to see. Because with you, that sounds like desperation to me. Going and digging up somebody's ex-boyfriend and asking them God knows what. For why? So yes, Tambra, you definitely are a bigger person than me, because she wouldn't even be able to whisper on my radio station, okay? She wouldn't be able to cough in a mic, okay? Girl, bye. You go eat a bowl of cornflakes at your daggone brunch and call it a day. And you better go get on somebody else's radio station. You better get you a bullhorn on the side of the road and tell everybody about your brunch, because that's what you would have to do if you thought that I was going to help you on my good radio station with my high-pitched voice, sending it out on the channels of the radio. Girl, boo and bye to you. Next subject, okay? Because what you won't do is promote a goddamn thing on my radio station after what you did. Because we know what you did, Letitia, and it was trifling. So then Letitia wants to talk about this book that she wrote about why side pieces are winning. Yeah, they winning because of dummies like you. Constantly going back to their husbands after they knowing that they're not going to stop cheating on them, and allowing the husband to treat them like crap, and leaving the house for 90 days because that's supposed to teach them a lesson, and then you go back. Yeah, the side chick is always going to win, especially when you keep passing her the baton. Girl, bye, Letitia. You and your brunches and your book. Girl, move on. Latrice takes a visual to her store for her edge control release. But baby, it got a big ass picture of you on it. Are you selling the edge tamer or you? I never understood why people got to have a big ass picture of themselves on stuff. Girl, okay, you don't need your face on the product. I could see, okay, maybe the promotion materials, whatever. But why is your face on the jar? Don't nobody know who you are, baby. They don't. But okay, you like it, I love it. So Josh says, who's coming or whatever. She tells Josh that she wants him to help her set up for this event that she's going to have. She's only going to have a small group. He asks, who's this group going to be? She says that it's just going to be the ladies of the group or whatever, basically the women on the show, so that she can use this event to promote the damn edge tamer. And basically so she can throw it in their face that she's getting a 120 store deal to get her edge control in. And listen, you like it, I love it. I'm proud of her. Girl, keep on selling your products and pushing it to wherever you can go with it, okay? So Josh was like, why are you even inviting them? Like, you know those girls don't like you. Josh, pause. You said that the girls don't like her, but you sat up there and told Akeisha her business. What are we doing? Are we contradicting ourselves, Joshy Poo? So, you just said that these women are not her friend, but you sat up there and vented to one of the women about what was going on between you and Latrice and her husband. I don't get it. Moving on. So then Latrice says that Josh says, why don't you do it at the new building? And Latrice says, well, no, I'm not going to do it at the new building because it's not ready yet. And, my husband quits every other day, the project. So now she's going to have her brother doing it. And this is the brother that she been running away from home to his house. So Josh is like, the tree cutter? How he gonna do it? And I'm like, well, damn, her husband be cutting down trees too. So I guess they doing construction and cutting down trees, child. You got to do both, I guess, to even get the house started. So whatever. So moving on, her brother gonna be doing the project, and he talking about something. She said, "Can I have it?" Told the brother she wants it done by the spring of 2023, basically this year. And he was like, "You mean next spring?" I guess it's a whole lot of work to be done, child. So I don't know. I just saw her post on Twitter that she's about 60% done with the building. So hopefully she'll be done sometime this year. So moving on, in the next scene, Tambra and Demond go on a date. We don't care. He built her a suite in the house. Just come on and tell us that you're pregnant, Tambra. Nobody cares. She says that Demond building this suite is like him being her herald to Catherine because her parents have been married for like 50 years, whatever the case may be. Oh, that's cute. Moving on. Akeisha and Gucci go to the doctor to see what's going on with Akeisha's blood pressure. Akeisha says that she stresses herself out worrying about her kids, and the doctor tells her she's a good mom. Maybe she can use a medication to help. It's interesting that these doctors always want to give somebody some medication. Akeisha said that she wants to do whatever is the most natural to do this. And he's like, well, would you be willing to try a medication? Don't nobody want to be on medication forever, doctors. How about you guys actually open a book and learn how to use nature's medicine? Herbs, fruits, vegetables. How about you stop pumping the fruits and vegetables in store with a bunch of BS trying to kill us? How about that? And our ancestors didn't use medication for every five diseases that they had. So why don't you all know how to use natural remedies? Do you guys, riddle me this, Batman, do you guys ever ask your doctor, what is the alternative for this? How do I prevent this from happening? Why don't you ever give me a better diet regimen? They always tell you, oh, in modification, right? Moderation. Eat this in moderation. So if somebody gives a rat poisoning, even if they eat a little bit or a lot, it's going to kill them. So think about the food that you're putting in your body, Akeisha, whether you eat a little bit of it or a lot of bit of it, it's giving you high blood pressure. You had a bigger plate than your husband. He made your plate with all this food because you loves to eat, right? Do you want heart disease or to have a stroke like your grandmother and your mother did? I don't think you want to do that. So minimize the plate, exercise, move your body as much as you use your brain, and move on. This storyline right here is garbage. It really is. If this all you want to talk about. And so, Gucci, what the heck were you wearing to the doctor's office, baby? I don't know if Gucci was going to the Beyonce concert or if she was going to support her friend at the doctor. What are you wearing, sis? Okay, I didn't get it. But moving on. The doctor tells her she's a good mom. Her blood pressure was stable when she came there. He recommends a therapist for her to go and talk to instead of getting the medication. Moving on, Godspeed to her blood pressure. In the next scene, Latrice presents and has the girls come in. Letitia is the first one to arrive. Okay. So Letitia comes in. She's all, like, oh my gosh, I've been running around doing all this stuff to promote my brunch. And I am just taking out a sliver of time today so that I can come and support Latrice because she's going to be at my empowerment brunch. And I've been teaching her how to publicly speak. Letitia, I don't even know if you know how to publicly speak. I don't don't even know if you know how to socially speak, because the way you talk is very robotic. I'm stopping by my girl Latrice's shop because you know that I gotta support my girl. Even though I have so many things to do today, I'm still going to go by and support my girl because I am a good friend. That's how Letitia talks. But you teaching somebody how to publicly speak, girl, get a grip and don't think you slick. You and Akeisha, I noticed that y'all have note cards when y'all are sitting in your confessionals. Y'all are reading something. Carlos, produce a better show. That's what I want you to do, because now it's getting very, it's getting unreal. It's getting very unreal. And this is actually a good show. Please don't ruin it like you've done everything else that you've done. Moving on. Okay, moving on. That's what we're going to do. So Gucci and Baby D arrive. Gucci comes in talking about she just coming to see what's going on so she can see what Latrice is doing so she can do better than her. Gucci, baby girl, you can't even do your edges better than Latrice. I don't care how many containers of edge tamer you take out of here today. You couldn't do it. You couldn't even sell her a house, baby girl. So you can't do anything better than Latrice. So stop. Y'all don't even do the same things. So it's like, why were you? Her reads are so calculated. Who told you to say that? That's what I want to know. Because it wasn't even funny and it didn't even make no sense. I'm coming to see what she's doing so I can do better than her. You haven't done anything better than anybody on the show. What can you do? Besides start shit with JJ's daughters and try to keep Selena off the show. You need to get Selena on the show because she might help this dry spot that y'all having right now get better and lubricate it. Moving on. So Latrice presents her products. Tamra comes in. No, she don't present the products yet. Tamra comes in. And I want y'all to, production is trying to set it up for y'all right here. You notice how Tamra poured water in her champagne cup, right? It's because Tamra is the one that's pregnant. Spoiler alert. The sonogram at the end of the show, it's Tamra. You're welcome. So that's why she's drinking water while she's at the place and she's not drinking champagne with the rest of the ladies. So Letitia and Latrice presents the product, but before she does, she's like, everybody's been talking about how I've been telling y'all how me and, Zaddy or, Cliff, we want to have a baby, but this is not what this is about. I'm like, girl, don't nobody care whether you want to have a baby with your husband or not. Girl, stop. You didn't even have to lead with that. So she ends up telling them that it's, they really did she want to showcase her edge gel or whatever. And she's going to be in 120 stores. She's going nationwide, all this good jazz. Then she goes into a speech of saying how much she loves the ladies, no matter what they're going through or whatever. And the people that didn't decide to show up, she's all right with that. They just have some more work to do because only Gucci and Baby D, Letitia, and Tamra showed up. Of course, Marie isn't there, and Akeisha isn't there for some reason. Maybe she over there on Fair Street trying to figure out her next storyline. Child, boo and bye. And girl, Latrice, I'm gonna need you to stop talking about this damn baby, because girl, you don't want to have no baby with Cliff. You don't. Stop. Your business is your baby. That's it. And you don't want to have a baby with Cliff because you already worried about quiet as it's kept. If you leave Cliff, you're worried about all the money that you're going to have to give him now with y'all not even having a baby. If you have a kid, then you're probably worried about how somehow he'll figure out how to get even more of your money and he'll end up being the one with the kid, taking care of it because you don't really want one. Girl, child, take your birth control every day or get something that you ain't got to take a pill every day so you don't forget, and something that he ain't going to pluck the pills out of the container. Girl, keep your uterus dry forever if you want to be married to this man. Sorry to this man. Don't give him no children. That'll be the best thing you ever do with your life is to not give him any children. Moving on. After Latrice's heartfelt speech, Letitia asked for free samples. She's like, well, not that many people showed up, so can we get more samples? Girl, she didn't want you think you're slick. You're trying to be shady. She didn't want that many people to show up. She only wanted y'all little bald headed bitches to come so that she can sell y'all some of this edge tamer. Cause you the number one culprit that need it. Cause your wig been shifty until y'all notice her wig been real shifty, Letitia's, until after this scene. She probably took 3 damn jars home that day, and she said, "Ooh, I'm gonna slick this wig down tonight." Okay. Then Gucci is like, well, you know what? Latrice giving all these heartfelt speeches, knowing daggone well somebody probably wrote it for her, and she don't mean nothing by it. She don't mean it. She don't mean nothing that she's saying. But I'ma always come and support, because we from the same hometown. Girl, booing by Gucci. Girl, you and your big teeth, get out of here. I'm tired of her. I really am. And you need to get some of this edge gel too, so you can keep them edges slick and your mouth shut. She's talking about something. Can I put this on my pubic? I guess she said, can she put it on pubic hair or something? I was like, girl, did you think that was funny? Go ahead and get yourself a yeast infection if you want to, smoothing down heads on your vajayjay. Girl, get a life. So moving on. Basically Gucci just came to hate on Latrice. That's all she came to do. So moving on, in the last scene before this fake pregnancy scene, this fake scene where they trying to trick y'all into who's pregnant and who's not, and I just told y'all it's Tambra. This is Letitia's brunch. So she has 1, 2, 4 panelists, okay? So the ladies come, Letitia is there. She's talking about how this line is wrapped around the building, child, for this brunch. I said it at the beginning of the video. These brunches are a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Ladies, if you want to, don't go anywhere to be empowered. Go to be educated. Because don't nobody need to give nobody no rah-rah speech. Being rah-rah and me walking out of here excited and all this and the third, that's not going to make me no money. Unless you bringing me here because you're going to tell me how I can make more money step by step, day by day. Okay? What am I buying a biscuit and gravy from you for? I can go down to the brunch and to the bar with my friends and probably get more information from the wino sitting next to me at the bar. It's a waste of time. Like, it really is, because all of those women that were sitting up there, they provided nothing. Nothing. But Latrice did, and I'm going to play y'all her speech that she really gave, because the producers and Letitia and Marie try to make it seem like Latrice was just up there booze hounding it, and she didn't know what the heck she was talking about. So before they all go out, Latrice, now mind you, I like Latrice. I God knows I do. But baby, the overuse of swinging your hair and blinking and saying, honey, girl, we got to stop that. I don't know if that's a nervous twitch for her, but she is notorious for the swinging of the hair, the twitching, and the honey, and honey this. Girl, we got to do something else. You got to learn how to contain yourself and bring it on down. Just bring it on down. So everybody gets shots before they go out because she wants them to loosen up, okay? But Latrice is the only one being condemned for it because she asked for Remy and everybody else got a shot of something else. Maybe that's her drink of choice. She did say that in the last episode when she was at her brother's house. She said, well, some Remy and a good scene is all I need or whatever. So I don't know why they're trying to perpetuate this her being a drunk situation, because that's not the case. Don't try to build this case on somebody, because it's really messy and it's actually irresponsible of y'all to be doing this on this cast. So moving on. All the ladies are out there. Letitia comes out and introduces everybody. She calls Marie the biggest boss that you've seen thus far. Somehow she called her Rick Ross. Baby, Marie ain't got that much money, honey, because if she was very rich the way that she wants to act like she is, she wouldn't be lying about getting that BBL. If you got the money and you doing this and doing that, and you living life however you wants to live it, you wouldn't be up on the TV telling people you didn't get a BBL. I'm just saying. Period. So they all get out there. One of the questions, somebody asked something about how do you transition from your 9 to 5, or how do you start the business and you have a 9 to 5, whatever. So Letitia talks about how she was a paralegal. I don't know if she was saying this is her story or somebody else was saying this about themselves. I'm not sure. But there was a person, if it was her, that was a paralegal and also had 5 other jobs as well. Like they constantly had all these jobs and these other things, side hustles going on, but they were still working their job because they wanted the security. So she asked the panel, how do y'all what advice can you give somebody that has a 9 to 5 job? Okay. So let me play for y'all what Latrice actually said, because there are so many people that are coming for this lady's neck.
Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. For me, it's 2 different types of women. You know, it's those who have their backs against the wall, who have quit that 9 to 5, and you have no other way but to look up. So you want to do everything in your power to grind to get to where you need to be, because you have family that's relying on you. I was probably come from similar backgrounds, and that's just what it is. You know, as Black people, we don't have a silver spoon. We don't have the privilege of getting the knowledge that they have. So we have to make do what's best for us, and basically getting out the mud. Nobody's helping us. But then you do have those women, like everybody's not meant to be an entrepreneur. So I agree with all the women. Do not quit your 9 to 5 to pursue your hustle. But if that is your passion, I commend you. Like, I went forward and, I made my first million the second year of my business. I came from Jackson State University thinking that, okay, listen, I got a degree. I'm about to go and I'm about to be a doctor or a nurse and I'm about to make, 6 figures. Yeah, I collected a lot of debt. From Jackson State. And the degree was true on that wow. I lost a lot.
Right. So there we have it. There we have it. They tried to make this woman seem like she was telling people they were dumb for having 9 to 5s. She didn't say that at all. She even said everybody is not made to be an entrepreneur. But Letitia says in her confessional, oh no, Latrice is over here ruining everything. She says that everybody is stupid for having a 9 to 5. You can't say that. She did not say that. Now, she was funny by drawing the crowd in. She said, let's just face it. Everybody don't want an effing 9 to 5. Okay. And let me tell you something. She's right. Everybody don't want a 9 to 5. If anybody, let me tell you something, and this is just real. Okay. Everybody that has a 9 to 5 thinks about how they can make more money, because the 9 to 5 that they have 9 times out of 10 is not making them enough money. Because all of these companies out here are not paying us enough money for the jobs that we do, for us to live, to pay the rents, pay the mortgages, pay the bills that we have. They don't pay us enough money. So people that want to be out here, that's a whole girl and child. I can go down a rabbit hole of why marriage is important, because then 2 incomes is actually needed out here. But that's another conversation for another daggone day. But the moral of it all is they try to make this woman look like she was coming for people that had 9 to 5s, and she definitely wasn't. If anything, she encouraged them in that moment, because there are people that work for her that are working a 9 to 5. You need the people that have a 9 to 5 to support the entrepreneurs, the people that have the dreams and the visions and the image of community and helping other people, to go out there, put the plan together, and get the right people to help them pull it into fruition. Period. So Maria and her little tight curls, she wants to talk about, oh my, and Latrice is up here talking about people with 9 to 5s, putting them down. And, she really needs to put the bottle down. She's out here drinking too much, just drinking up her problems. Maria, well, what you doing? Because you had a glass in your hand when y'all was standing in the back. You got a glass in your hand while you sitting here talking shit. Latrice is, you drinking more than her. So what are you talking about? Y'all act like this girl is like getting slushy, stank drunk every episode. She's not. So let's not even try to create that narrative. So then another lady that's on the panel, she spoke, and she's owner of Scotlandia or something construction, which I thought was absolutely funny and interesting because of the Scots from Love and Marriage Huntsville and all of the things that they're going through with their business allegedly. But I digress. So this lady says something about how her being a female entrepreneur and her building commercial projects and how they don't even have $400,000 homes in Mississippi. So that everybody was offended by. Not Latrice and her 9 to 5 comment. If y'all notice, people were laughing and they were clapping when Latrice was giving her speech. They didn't look offended at all. So for Letitia and Marie to say what they said in their confessionals, it didn't match up with the crowd. Now them faces did turn to the south and eyes was rolling when homegirl said they don't got $400,000 houses in the area. So then Letitia calls So Gucci up to the front, and So Gucci says, yes, and I'm proud to be a part of Bell Collective, and I can assure you that we do have $400,000 homes in Mississippi. Girl, okay, everybody know you on the show. You had to tell everybody that. You so pressed to be on this show. Gucci ain't gonna know what to do when they kick her ass off the show and say, girl, you're boring. You ain't bringing nothing. Unless you let Selena come on the show, we really don't see any reason for you to be on here. She will lose her shit. She will lose it. Okay, because this seems to be the center of her world right now, wanting to be on this show and get some attention. It baffles me. So moving on, they continue on with the brunch and the foolishness of it all. And, child, like I said, y'all like it. I don't love it. I'm not doing none of these stupid mean girl brunches that these ladies do because it ain't nothing but a silly money grab for them. So in the last scene, we see somebody with their legs up on the table and they checking the belly. It's Tambra. I told y'all that already. So let's get into y'all comments. Rose Armstead said, hello, Shay. What's up? What's up? How you bees? Thank you so much for watching. Sexy Over 60 says, happy blessing Sunday, sunshine. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Happy Sunday to you as well. Rose Armstead says, I agree with you. Thank you. Thank you. I be just trying to speak the truth, Chad. I be speaking what I'm thinking. Lexi Sanford says, difference is Letitia know her husband and admits to what he's doing. Latrice tries to make everything look perfect in marriage. In my opinion, Letitia was wrong bringing it up because who was questioning? So who was? So Gucci is fake. Absolutely. I agree. Letitia admits that her husband is well, to an extent. I will say this. To an extent, she admits that Glenn is trash. Because to fully admit it would mean that she would leave him. Because basically, with you staying, you are making it like it's okay. It's okay to deal with his BS. You like dealing with somebody that's a liar. That it's like you're waiting on the next indiscretion that he's going to create in y'all marriage. So it's like, okay, are you just going to move out every 3 months for him to so-called learn his lesson and then you're going to be back? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. So yes, knowledge is power with the foolishness, but it's also just as bad because she continues to deal with the foolishness, if you ask me. But good point. Rose Armstead says, yep, I believe Letitia will tell Marie and Latrice don't want her to know. Yeah, child, Letitia is not Latrice's friend. I thought that about that. So Gucci was faking a fight with Latrice. Yeah, she definitely is because she don't have nothing else going on. She's doing everything she can to keep Selena off the show. So who else is she going to have an issue with? She's trying to create an issue because she thinks that, well, Carlos has basically made it well known that he thinks drama is the only thing that's going to sell his show. So now what you're doing is making your cast think that they have to create fake drama amongst each other so that they can keep their jobs. Toxic circle of foolishness all around. My girl Michelle is in the building. What's up, Michelle? Michelle says, "Hey Shay Renee, how are you?" I am doing good, Michelle. How are you? Sexy over 60 says, "Let Carlos tell it. He's got the best reality TV shows that are toxic. They all toxic though. Yes, they absolutely are. You are right, Sexy over 60. And he really, I just feel like his formula for greatness is just a bag full of delusion. Like he doesn't do anything to try to make this stuff better. He really doesn't. Cutie Pie D says, "I don't believe Letitia has a home. Wasn't season 1 on Airbnb? Child. Mm. Now that would be interesting if we find out all this time homegirl ain't even got a daggone house and they live in pillar to daggone post while he over there working below deck. Child." Michelina S says, "Hey Shay Renee, what's up? What's up? How you bees?" Rose Armstead says, "Yeah, because it couldn't Latrice, because I saw her with Drink next season." Yeah, because Latrice, y'all, if y'all follow Scotty by Nature, if you don't, you should go on over there and follow him. We're trying to get him to 50,000 as soon as possible. Okay. But he is friends with Latrice. He doesn't like to say it a lot on his channel, but he is friends with Latrice, and he says Latrice is not pregnant. He confirmed it on my channel. So there you go. Michelle Fisher says, "Hey Shay Renee, what's up? What's up, Michelle? How you bees?" Rose Armstead says, "Latrice don't even want a baby." No, she don't. She don't. Yeah, and I said that earlier. Latrice don't want to be pregnant by that man. She don't want nothing that's going to tie her to him forever, because I believe Latrice is going to wisen up. Latrice going to be like Krayshawn and that daggone Blueface. She going to realize, why am I doing this? I don't need you. Let me move on and go get me a dick that's not wrinkled up and do what I need to do, because I'm young and fine as wine. I ain't got time to be dealing with you, and you old, ain't got an attitude. Boy, bye. And I got more money than you? Please. Flora Mercury says, "The brunch was nothing but a setup. Letitia is nothing but a snake." Child, and I agree. And is, okay? 100% agree all across the board. Who said that? Says, "Hello, Shay Renee and everyone. Hopefully you all are doing well this blessed Sunday." Thank you so much. Yes, I am doing really well. Y'all, I was actually late because I was taking my braids out and my hair is over here herring. So I will be trying to do something to this natural curly bush when we get up off this hit camera, and then I'll come back on and either do Real Housewives of Atlanta or The Shy. I'm going to start reviewing The Shy too, y'all. Flora Mercury says, "Marie the hypocrite was already drinking while waiting in line." Thank you. See, Flora, you be knowing. You know what's going on. I said that. You was in the back having you a little drink after y'all took a shot. Then you got another drink sitting up front with everybody. And Marie was looking at her phone while she's sitting up there on the panel. That is so rude. You are supposed to be talking to a crowd of people and you up there looking at your phone. That's disrespectful. But she Rick Ross, the biggest boss. Child, please. Rose Armstead said, "Yeah, I just really caught up that show. And I figured Marie had gotten a BBL. That's why she shakes so much now." Yeah, girl, shaking her damn imagination. That's exactly what she doing. Cause I mean, she ain't had nothing back there. She wasn't dragging not near wagon. Okay. Flora Mercury says, "Selena doesn't have to film with Gucci if she comes on the show, does she?" She really doesn't. But with her having charges on her, it'll be difficult for them to do group scenes. So if her problem is with Gucci, the reason Selena coming on the show, which, you know what, that's a good point. She could create a storyline with the other women on the cast, but then so Gucci will probably have a problem with everybody else filming with her, knowing that she has an issue with her. So it's just messy. It's a whole messy situation, but I want to see Selena on the show, so they need to go on and make that happen. Rose Armstead says, "Okay, The Shy. I'll be here for that, definitely." Yes, girl, I love me some The Shy. It's like reviewing these scripted shows. I think that's going to be better for me. I actually really like reviewing the scripted shows. Sisters, Lord, even though it get on my nerves. That's a good show that I've been reviewing as well. Let me not say it's a good show. It's okay. It's okay, because I be trying to divorce that show left and right. But yes, The Shy, I will be reviewing that. I'm not going to do episode 1 and 2. I'm just going to start from 3. I'll give snippets of 3, of 1 and 2. You know, I've been watching it from the beginning, so I can kind of refer to the whole season, any season at this point. So yeah. Shan says, but yes, thank you. Join me, Rose Armstead. We will be on here talking about the Shy. Shan says, but what's up, Shan? How you bees? But is there charges out there? I haven't been able to find them, and this taped months ago. Yeah, she probably didn't really go through with the charges. I think she just wanted to make sure that Selena wasn't going to film for that season. And if Carlos is as shady as I know he is, he probably is going to convince So Gucci to make sure that she don't really go through with them charges, because he probably wants Selena on the show. He probably want to do whatever is best for the viewership of this show, and I guarantee you he gonna try to get her on this show. Shan says, I'm a Selena fan, so I've been searching. Girl, yes, me, you and me both. I love me some Selena. I would love to have her on this show. So we shall see, y'all, how this thing unfolds. But y'all, thank y'all so much for watching. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody else that's watching this show too. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out.